Today we're going to be creating some New Year's resolution self-portraits. If you don't know what a New Year's resolution is, New Year's resolutions are goals that you set for yourself for the new year. For example, I want to read more books and create more art. For today's art project, you need a white piece of paper, a pencil with a good eraser, and something to color with, whether it's markers, crayons, or colored pencils. Step one is to find the middle of your paper and draw a line that almost touches each edge. So I'm drawing a line horizontally across the middle of my paper. Next, I'm going to extend each corner of that line that I just drew all the way down to the bottom of my page. Remember, when we're drawing, guys, you want to draw it light until you get it right. That means we're not pressing down too hard. So if we need to erase a mistake, it's going to be really easy to do. So what we just created is the page that we're going to write our New Year's resolutions on. All right, so now we're going to start drawing our head for our self-portrait. So I use 3 dots to help me draw this. I use 1 dot at the top of my paper, and then I add a dot to that middle line on each side, really close to the edge, but not quite there. So you can see where I placed my dots. Now you're going to use curved lines to connect all 3 dots, and this is going to give us the rounded portion of the top of our head. So remember, this is just a self-portrait of us peeking behind our New Year's resolutions. Now, I use 2 fingers to determine how high up I want to draw my eyeballs. I use 2 fingers starting at that very first middle line that I drew, and I sketch a really light line from one side of my head to the other. And this is going to let me know where to put my eyes on my face. Now I put a little line in the center of my face so I can be sure that my eyes are in the correct place. Again, I use dots to help me determine where to draw my eyes. This is optional for you, but you're going to use 2 curved lines to draw each one of your eyeballs. Remember, our eyes aren't circles, they're more like almond shapes. So draw the outline of your eyes. Now that we have the outline of our eyeballs, let's draw the inside of our eyes. That means we're going to have 2 circles. One large circle, which is going to be the iris, and then a smaller circle, which is going to be the black part of my eye, or the pupil. So the iris, or the outer circle, is the colored part of my eye, and the pupil is the black part of my eye. Now, let's add eyelids by adding a curved line over my eye, and then add eyelashes, because everybody has both of those things. You can determine how long or how curly you'd like your eyelashes to be. Now that we've finished up our eyes, let's add eyebrows. Remember, they don't have to match perfectly. They are sisters, not twins. Or maybe in your case, they are brothers, not twins. Choose a hairstyle that fits you. Remember that our hair doesn't start on the top of our head. Our hairline starts above our eyebrows. Notice that my hair would cover my ears. That's because I have really long, wavy hair. If you have short hair or want to draw your hair up in a bun or a ponytail, be sure to draw your ears on your head. Lastly, let's go to the bottom of our page and add some oblong ovals as fingers. These are going to be our fingers that are showing, that are holding up our paper that has our New Year's resolutions on it. Remember, guys, I started my fingers at the bottom of my page. I don't have just 3 fingers. I'm only drawing 3 fingers. So that's letting whoever's looking at this know that My other finger, my remaining finger, my pinky would actually be off the page if this was a picture. So you don't have to add all 4 fingers. You're welcome to. Remember, your thumb would be behind the paper. So if you're gonna add 4 fingers, that's totally fine. I only added 3 because I drew them at the bottom of my page. Don't forget to add fingernails. Now you're going to write your goals for the year or your New Year's resolutions. Be sure to write your name at the top and the year at the bottom, 2021 or 2021. Now you want to trace all your pencil lines with a Sharpie. This is really going to make your lines pop when we go to add color. Erase any pencil marks that you still see on your page. The last thing you're going to do is add color to your self-portrait. Choose colors that represent yourself. Choose colors that you love for your background. I used a light blue and a periwinkle. I'm really feeling blues this year. Also, you can see my turquoise fingernails that I have. Those are just some things that make me happy. Awesome job. Now you have a great keepsake reminder of your 2021 New Year's resolutions.